Welcome, and I'm back on Ranting on Users, and basically, this was a channel I didn't really think about ranting on, but honestly, I think this person here deserves a rant video, and the reason why I'm doing this is because this person here, when I literally commented on this video by the name of Inanimate Apple, yes, it's been a while since I ranted on an episode channel, so I think it's fair. Basically, this person here of course, had the audacity to literally, of course, reply. When I literally mentioned about the fact that these two would have been better off in Teapot instead of, that character that I do not speak of, but like, I think you can try to guess what I'm referring to. Basically, he had the audacity to literally remind me about Bracelety being the worst placed contestant. And not just that, he did not just say it one time. Literally, he said it multiple times as well. As a matter of fact, some people that were also commenting on the video literally said and replied to me a lot of times. And that was basically kind of spamming. And you know spamming can literally violate you to terms of service, you know. But yeah, basically, that apparently happened. And he did, of course, apologize, which I guess I could give it that, so at least he is trying to take accountability. But the thing is, how do you expect me to believe I'm supposed to actually forgive you? Also, all I just said was literally, these two would have been better off in Teapot. How is that being offensive? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, I really wish I would, but like, considering the fact that I am someone that literally you don't want to mess with, especially considering the fact that I literally have so many issues going on right now, and literally dealing with drama like this guy, then I'm not exactly sure if I should even forgive you. So to add fuel in the fire, I also go over your reasons on why you think Teapot 16 is the best episode in your opinion. Because in my opinion, it's the second worst episode compared to Teapot 13 anyways.
It's Inanimate Apple here. So on YouTube for like a bit, I've been seeing polls saying what's the better episode, Teapot 16 or BFDI 18? And usually BFDI 18 wins by a long shot.
Honestly, I don't blame him at all. I think BFDI 18 is the better episode since Pin literally had the greatest villain arc you could imagine, honestly, in my opinion. So that's why I think BFDI 18 is better anyways.
Now, I do think both of these episodes are really good, but honestly, it does kind of suck to see Teapot 16, an episode that's pretty recent actually, be so underrated already, which, honestly, in my opinion, I do think this is the best Teapot episode and one of the best BFDI episodes.
Your opinion, I guess, but like, in my opinion, it's literally one of the worst episodes. My girl Pet literally got unfairly voted out, and literally... Yeah, sorry about that, but like, you already know how devastating it was for me, but whatever. Let's see what other reason you have to say, other than, whatever I, of course, have to mention. That's the reason why I prefer BFDI 18, honestly. Let's see why you think Teapot 18 is your favorite episode, anyways.
Now, in this episode, something I noticed was that, honestly, it made Grassy and Marker better characters, which, you know...
Hey, did you know that Grassy and Marker were actually always good characters, unlike, some other characters? Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say here. Like, I get it now if you probably never really were fans of Grassy and Marker, or unless you were, but like, if you seriously did not think about them that much, then I guess I would probably understand that, since I didn't really feel like the Giddy was entirely a good character until some of the later episodes. But honestly, like, they were always good characters. Like, what are you trying to say here? Because, like, they always had some really good marks, and literally some even funny moments and even good moments as well.
Grassy Marker, really controversial in the community, mainly because they had a lot of votes, because the kids like them. But honestly, I think this episode improves them, even though they are still like the next two picks on their teams to be eliminated. I'm happy to like at least flesh out some of the lesser good characters, you know?
No, I think Shrieks would be the one out in next time when Deathpack yet again loses, because, again, he literally robbed my girl Pin! Literally! And I would say Fanny, despite the fact that he's one of my least favorite characters, and Tree's nowhere near that, but at least he's actually trying to find ways to actually be a good character, so that's why I'm not saying her. And for Team 2, may as well just say Snowball, honestly. And that's basically what I have to say, I guess.
I liked their moments together, Grassy being in Tree's head and stuff. I think that montage was cute, and yeah, I think this episode both made them better characters, and, you know, I hope they continue being like this and get better. The real stars of this episode are Pen and Lie.
Well, this ought to be good, I gotta say, but whatever. Let's see what your take with Pen and Lie scene have to be, I guess.
Pen was mainly struggling with, like, keeping stuff in, and honestly, I think it's a good message. And this episode just generally makes Pen a better character, and honestly, he might be one of my picks to win Teapot if he keeps this up. Same with Lie. I think Lie's support to Pen this episode was cool.
Yeah, I'm totally sure a friendship that was literally not even developed whatsoever would actually make things star of the show or whatever. Okay, but for realsies, like, I get it now that I do think, letting your anger out is a good message, but, like, even though this is literally coming from my least favorite character of the series we're talking about. Like, literally. So, like, and, like, I don't even see the reason why for them to even be friends in the first place, because, again, there is literally no development whatsoever. At least with some other arcs, like, at least there is some development, I can at least say. So, like, really, though. And also, I think Ben's actually getting derailed by this. Like, why already a freaking bottle so much anyways? So I don't think that's really gonna be the case, honestly. And I'm really losing my faith with Pin, honestly. Because he was formerly one of a really good character since he was a fan favorite. But honestly, this is definitely worrying me, I gotta say.
Yellowface and Price 6 duo, I liked it. Cloudy's thing with Pencil, Donut, and Golf Ball. You know, I think I'm a bit mixed on Pencil and Teapot, but I like this with Donut and Golf Ball mainly.
This part I can actually agree with you on, since Pencil is literally one of my favorite characters of the series anyways, and I'm rooting for her to literally make it too far, and I am trying to and I am willing to, of course, understand her arc anyways.
So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap up this section now. Now, the next part I would like to mention is the OST. Now,
I'm just gonna skip this part entirely, considering the fact that, I actually have nothing to say, since I will admit the music is actually pretty good, so I guess this is another part, but other than that, yeah, and plus, I'm literally using one of the soundtrack right now in the background noise, so, like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm literally gonna be doing. I'm just skipping this part.
Okay, so the final thing I would like to mention is, okay, so you know how Cloudy kept winning and they were left with 6 members? Well, now Deathpack yet again and Team 2 are now down to 4. Well, they basically immediately fixed this issue by making Cloudy lose 2 members this episode. And I feel like there's a lot of impact of this, considering that everyone in Cloudy was, like, really good this episode.
Yeah, I'm totally sure that everyone in Cloudway was literally so good in that episode. Cough, cough, pillow, cough, cough. Also, like, I thought when you literally mentioned about the elimination, I thought you were gonna talk about who actually got eliminated in the episode. You know, Pin and Ice Cube. I still cannot get over Pin's elimination. Not the teams that would literally lose. Like, what? I'm literally confused right now, honestly.
It's gonna suck, but it makes for an amazing elimination, you know? Now, that's about all I have. If there's anything left to know, I might make a longer video where I go more in depth.
Yeah, this was honestly a terrible video, and at this point, it's filler, so, like, I may as well just end the video right over here, but that's pretty much about it. Honestly, Apple, I did not really want to do this, but, like, you literally, of course, spammed me, and it's really gonna be hard for me to forgive you just straight away, honestly. Like, at least so many, but and literally, you know, actually explain more detailed well. So, like, whatever, I'm just gonna wait to see if this guy here is actually gonna take it. So, Apple, I dare you to literally spam comment on this video, just to see how you would literally, of course, respond. I'm just gonna wait to see if you're gonna accept it there or not. Who knows, maybe he's actually not gonna do it. Maybe he'll probably make a better response towards this and by, you know, not spamming or commenting anyways. Hopefully he at least doesn't end up like Royal Animation where he would actually threaten to literally report a video, or the Desperate Lie fans, literally. Anyways, that's it for the video, so bye.